long time no see. Welcome back is what I should be saying. We've had a little bit of time off. We've been very, very busy working on many, many things, mainly our anniversary tour, which this is kind of the start of it all now. We're going to get the ball rolling. There's going to be many, many things being posted online from now on. So do keep up with us. We'll try to keep up with everything as well. But we thought for our first video, we'd do something a little bit different because we get many questions. All the time we get questions coming through our many avenues of social medias, which I'm really good at. I'm not good at all. Other people do that, thankfully. Otherwise, no one would know anything. So what we're going to do is introduce you to someone who works tirelessly behind the scenes. And you've probably never seen this person before. I've never seen her before. I didn't even know she worked for us, to be quite honest. Please say hello to Gem.
Hi.
Hi. Gem's usually locked away in an office somewhere, which is why we've never met.
Yes.
we have met. So, but we thought it'd be really fun for this first video of our anniversary tour, if you like, to answer questions. We've had loads of questions, and Gem's put a load together. I've no idea what she's going to ask me. So if there's any swearing, I'm going to apologise now. So, Gem, let's get this over with.
Right. Hello, Phil Walker.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, finally, after all these years. Right. So Story Guitar Heroes is coming up for its 10-year anniversary tour, which is a pretty big milestone. Can you start by telling me what does it mean for a touring theatre show to reach 10 years on a UK theatre circuit?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. No, it's 10 years. It doesn't feel like 10 years. No, it really doesn't. When you think 10 years, it's like, wow, a decade of this. But yeah, we started out really small. We started out with just a transit van.
Yeah.
And now we are touring many. So yeah, it's grown so much in 10 years. So to actually see how we started in a tiny little rehearsal room, all cramming into a little transit van and going off to do our first show, and to like actual tours that we do now. So yeah, it's what I guess you'd call it a huge milestone.
Yeah.
And looking back, you think, how on earth did we get this far? You know, sometimes we didn't think we'd make it, especially through the COVID years.
Yeah.
We thought that was it. We would just be online guitar players, but we did make it. So yeah, 10 years. Yeah, it's quite a milestone.
Yes. Yeah. Big milestone, especially when there's so many shows that don't make the first couple.
Well, that's true. I mean, they say if you can make 5 years, you'll make the rest. But of course, we did 5 years and then had COVID. So, you know, like you say, a lot didn't make it. But we're still here.
You mentioned COVID, and that was going to be my next question. And this is kind of, there's a few points I wanted to explore on your thoughts and kind of reflections of those years. So first of all, you know, it was tough on theatres. It was tough on theatre shows and artists and all the people that are backstage, that rely on people coming out and coming together to experience a live performance. What did you need to do? What did the team need to do to keep the show brand alive during that time?
It was winging it, really. Nobody knew what we were doing. We promoters and agents as well. They didn't know what they were doing. We were rescheduling dates and then moving them again. And is this going to happen? Thankfully, we've got the internet, and most people have camera phones. So there were many ways that we could actually still get out there and do it. I know we did a few online videos, lockdown videos, and we had the guys all in different places. I think we had Lee and Al at the time, and Al had his studio, so that was good. I think Lee played guitar in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And Toby as well. He was in the show then, and it was all. No, I didn't know what I was doing because I was editing all the videos as well, and I had no idea. Fortunately, it came out all right.
It did. Well, you rocked out with Brian May, didn't you?
Yeah, that was really good actually, because Brian May put out this. So loads of people, they all did it, but come and jam with me, and we did, and I thought it came out really well. It is on the YouTube channel, so
yeah,
check that out. It's really good.
And what did you feel was the impact of the COVID years on audiences, venues, sales? There was a lot of messaging around coming together. So how has that kind of impacted them, but also getting people back?
Do you know what? I think people were so fed up at that time that people just wanted to go out. And I think, if I remember rightly, we had like the social distancing, so we just looked out on a sea of face masks, which was, at the time it was a little bit, but looking back, it's quite funny if you think about it. People all there in the face masks, and thankfully they did come out. That was really good. But yeah, it again, once we got out there again, it was like, is this happening? Is it really happening? And even then, trying to make it work financially. Because obviously audience numbers were down. I think some theatres, like they had the social distancing where, they had a couple of seats and then another couple of seats had to be empty and all around them and things like that. So obviously the sales were down. People were desperate to get out and just enjoy themselves again. But the sales were down, and it was another challenge, trying to, because we didn't put any less of a show on. We still put as big a show as we could take out. But we just lived on baked beans, Aldi baked beans and 6 pence. We got through it.
Did you have to social distance on stage?
No, we didn't do that. We did anti-back our microphones quite regularly. But no, I think if I remember rightly, it was like
risk
a bubble
assessments, didn't you?
Yeah, with lots of risk.
Yeah,
because you did a lot of those for us as well, didn't you?
Yes.
But no, I think if it's your bubble.
Yeah,
if I remember something like that, then we were okay.
Guitar bubble.
It was a guitar bubble.
A hero bubble.
Yeah.
And do you think there's any ongoing impact still from that? Looking at sales, how venues now operate?
I think it may have pushed us back a little bit. Although we're probably caught up again now, but at the time it pushed us back because we were, I guess, was it 18 months, 2 years out almost, I guess?
We rescheduled and then rescheduled again. They kept postponing,
so
it went on. And then it was, I think, like you say, sort of partial performances.
Yeah, that's right. So, I guess it kind of pushed us back a couple of years, I'd say. But I don't think it's affected anything now. We're just out
Back
business as usual. I would say it's back to normal, and people, they're just like good music, and they like live music, and they like to be out there and experience it. As great as the internet is, you can't experience that through a screen.
Organic, authentic.
Definitely.
People performing. Okay, so looking ahead now, what are you most looking forward to for this anniversary tour? Don't say the end.
Yeah, I was going to say the end actually, because there's been a lot of preparation for this, and by the end of it, I'll be going, we've made it.
Yeah,
we made it. No, it's going to be great because we've asked a lot of people what were their favourite songs, what was their favourite guitar heroes, what were the best bits, and we were going to be putting some of that back in, but we're also going to be putting a lot of new stuff in there as well. So that's going to be really cool, doing some things that we've never done before. All the guys are looking forward to it. We've got a slightly new lineup coming as well, which is really cool. We've been into rehearsals, and it's a really, really good vibe this time. It is every time. I say that, it's great this time, but it's always great. But I think because we've had a bit of a break, it's
everyone's ready for it.
Definitely.
And it's a big celebration tour.
It is, yeah. And we're going to have a new CD out as well, which will be great. And we're going to have new T-shirts, anniversary T-shirts, limited edition, and you can only buy them from the website. and the show, and there'll be an announcement when they're available. So it's going to be quite exciting. I've never thought we'd do an anniversary tour.
Yeah, it's a big milestone.
Really good.
Okay, how has the show evolved, thinking of this new one, in content, tech, sound, personnel, over the years?
Oh, I do loads and loads less. The show's got, do you know what? I was speaking to our sound guy a few days ago, because we're always in really Tim. He's been with us quite a few years now, and he does a lot of the projection, and he operates a lot of show control, and it's got really quite complicated. So when we used to go out with just a mixing desk and some speakers, it's actually the production's got ridiculous now. And I was talking to Tim, and I didn't have a clue what he was talking about, and I used to.
That's exciting, because I remember you getting excited about lights.
Yeah.
Got a new light for the next tour.
We used to take 4 lights with us, and now we've got, I don't even know how many. So the production is that's really exciting, and although I produce the show, I don't really have much to do with that side of it anymore, because the guys that we do have, they're just so good at what they do. You can give the guys ideas, and then they'll just run with it, and you go, wow, how did that happen? So that's going to be that's so different from when we first started.
And that's the beauty of a show going this long, is that you, by the sheer scale of it growing, you get to give other people a chance to shine their lights as well.
Definitely, yeah.
That
absolutely.
you can't do from the start.
No. And of course, the most important thing about 10 years doing this is that we've got 10 years worth of guitars. Because we don't sell them. We just
How many have you got now?
How many?
On tour?
On tour, we're between 30 and 40 on tour now. But that changes. The last tour that we did in 2025, I think we started out with about 30, and by the end of the tour, we'd all bought more guitars on the road. So I think we ended up about 38 or something. But we can't help ourselves.
It's a problem.
A good one.
Right. Looking at this show that's coming up, the new show, let's look at some of the inspiration behind the content. Which guitar heroes were always non-negotiable and would always need to feature in the show?
Oh, that's quite easy, actually. I think if we were to do a guitar show and not feature Eric Clapton, Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits, we do a Pink Floyd song, Comfortably Numb, and that's become something that we just, people seem to just expect us to do that one now. Country Boy, Albert Lee, that's another one that if we didn't do it, at first when we put the show together, I was thinking, will enough people know this song? And we tried it, and it went down so well that if we didn't do it now, I think we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
But we do try different people quite a lot. This tour that we've got coming up, we're trying a couple of different that you wouldn't normally think, household name. But we are going to try it, and I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Oh, good. I think from the fan email and comment side, there's a lot of people that mention Albert Lee, and I hadn't heard of that, but love that song now, and they've been introduced to it from the show.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of our audience as well, they're not just guitar players; they're music lovers. So we've always had this fine line where you don't want to go too technical, too geeky, and too out there. Because the majority of our audience, they're just like middle of the road music, and let's face it, there's a guitar in virtually every song. Yeah, it's never written.
People
really
know it
so
if they don't know it.
Yeah.
Even if they think they don't know it. Right, who is your personal guitar hero of all time, and why?
Chris Taylor.
Nice.
Because he stood over there filming this.
So not me.
I didn't know you played guitar, Jen. Oh, well,
guitar,
you and Chris. So. I started playing guitar probably through Hank Marvin.
Yeah.
We always had Shadows records at home, I've still got them.
Yeah.
And that was probably my biggest influence with, and then I started getting into people like Albert Lee and what have you, Martin Knopfler, and the guys joke about it because the only music I have in my car is probably Dire Straits. So I've got every Dire Straits album, so if anybody wants to experience that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good driving music though, Dire Straits.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for the road, yeah.
Yeah.
And much of the roots of modern music are in the 50s onwards. As the show clearly shows, who are your modern day guitar heroes and why?
Modern day guitar heroes. I think the first one that sort of springs to mind is Steve Vai. I would say most people that come to our shows, unless they're guitar players, they might be, oh, Steve Vai, who's that? But he's check him out. He's fantastic. He's he used to be called like a space age guitarist. He was like really, really out there. His hands are enormous as well, and most people can't even play what he plays because it's just incredible stuff. And he's a showman as well. He doesn't just stand there and play. You go to one of his shows and it kind of blows your mind.
Yeah.
So that's probably about as modern as we get.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe Brian May. You know, I kind of class him as a modern day guitar player. He's still out doing it. He's still playing. So yeah, Steve. Well, we do a Steve Vai track, and it involves us playing each other's guitars, and we end up in a bit of a guitar knot by the end of it. But it's
that's the only way you can.
Yeah.
The giant hands.
So that's really fun to do as well.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the guitars. Which guitar is the one you're most asked about over the years from audience members?
I suppose it's the most ridiculous guitar we use at the time. When we do a meet and greet at the end of the night, a lot of people comment on our ZZ Top guitars, which are they're two Explorer shaped guitars, and they're covered in fur.
Yeah.
And my wife painstakingly did that. She's over there. It took days and days to get this fur, and she had to cut round all the pickups, and then that wasn't enough. We then had to have them spinning.
Yeah.
So and we were going to drop that for the anniversary tour, but it's such an iconic thing. We thought, do you know what? We're going to do that again.
Yeah.
One last time, we're going to do the ZZ Top with the spinning guitars. A lot of people do comment on that.
Yeah.
And a Prince guitar. I have a Prince guitar.
Oh,
I have a
the
couple.
cymbal.
Yeah, I've actually got two. So I've got one, which is the cymbal, and then I've got the Cloud, and they are horrendous to play.
Okay.
They are horrendous.
Because of the shape?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they are just ridiculous things to play.
Does it affect the sound? The shape
They
of the
sound
body?
really good.
Yeah.
They do sound really good, and they always stay in tune, which is really annoying because I have really expensive guitars that never stay in tune.
Yeah.
And these things, which weren't that expensive really, they always stay in tune, but they are horrible to play. But yeah, a lot of people comment on those quite a lot.
And if you were a guitar, which one would you be? The cymbal or the fairy spinning one?
I would probably be I'd probably be a really delicate vintage guitar because I'm high maintenance.
Okay. And not vintage.
Oh, definitely not. But no, reissue. Definitely a reissue. No, I'm not vintage.
Okay, let's move on to being on tour. What is your funniest moment so far on tour over the decade?
Funniest moment. I can't really think of anything on stage. We're always laughing on stage. Mm-hmm. It's just really, really difficult to actually think of a moment because when people, they always say, "Oh, you look like you're enjoying yourselves." We genuinely are. Yeah. There are moments on stage which are just instant. Yeah. Something funny happens and you lose it.
Yeah.
But I do remember one time. We weren't actually. It's nothing to do with being on stage, but I'm always reminded of this, and this must be 5 years ago now. That we were in Wetherspoons, and everybody was ordering on the app. It was when the order on the app thing was quite new. And anybody that knows me, I'm not very technically minded. I get by, and I thought I'll give this app a go. And I think we were in Arbroath. Yeah, we were in Arbroath. And I thought I'll order some dinner. And I waited and I waited and waited. Everybody had had their dinner, and then I went up to complain, where's my dinner? And he said, oh, how did you order it on the app? He said, let me have a look. He went, oh yeah, you've ordered them to Dundee. So that nobody's ever let me live that down. And so that was a really funny moment. But there's been loads and loads of stuff that just, happens.
And if you won Phil's guitar meal that day, let us know your reviews.
We should look that up and see if anybody got dinner in Dundee.
Who claimed it? Okay, what's the scariest moment on tour that you've had?
Scariest moment on tour, I guess, is like equipment malfunction.
Yeah.
That's I've never any doubts about the people in the show, the players. Never any doubts about that at all. And everybody does their job. If anything will go wrong, it'll be equipment.
Okay.
And we've had a couple of moments. There was one time in Portsmouth where the sound desk just decided it was going to shut down, and or part of it was going to shut down anyway. And where Tim, our front of house guy, he could still talk to me because I have in-ear monitors in on stage, and he could still talk to me. And he said in his voice, "We have a problem. Do something." So there was no sound at all
coming out to the audience.
No, the speakers may as well not have been there. So I grabbed an acoustic guitar. I was sat at the front of the stage and just doing a few songs, and then Tim would keep going, "No, we're not quite there yet. Can you do another song, please?" Really calm, but I could see at the back of the room there were cables flying everywhere, and it was chaos back of the room. And then, okay, 2 more minutes, we'll be back online. And this really calm voice, and then we came back, and people who came to the which venue was it? It was the King's Theatre Southsea.
Yeah.
People probably remember that, of those of you that came to see it or were watching this. But that was that was a scary moment. So I guess it's things like malfunction that you worry about the most.
And that's a bigger malfunction than I thought you were going to say, like a guitar string breaking.
That always happens. That always happens.
But that's manageable.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
That happens.
Yeah, you can kind of. In fact, we had a string count on the last tour, and I think this is great because I think I broke 1 string out of the whole tour. Andy was at the top; he broke 11
on stage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not all in one night.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole tour. So we're going to try not beat that record, are we, Andy?
Okay, what's your hairiest or most risky moment on tour?
I guess sometimes you can get really high stages.
Well.
And I've got a bit of I don't get vertigo or anything, but I get a little bit wobbly and so we've got these ego boxes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they go right at the front, which raises them up about another 8-10 inches, on the stage. And then we've got lights in them, and that's what we call them, ego boxes. And when you stood on those, and you got the lights on, and you kind of look down and you go, oh, it can be a little bit
whirly.
A little bit
with
whirly.
The spinny guitars.
Yeah. You won't want to do that on one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's quite hairy.
Yeah. Okay. What's your most memorable moment on tour, but also and on stage from the decade?
Ordering prawns to Dundee or no. Most memorable moment. Oh, there's so many. It's a really difficult question. Is that? One of the most memorable. Okay, is when the Queen died.
Yeah.
We I think the day that she actually died, there were no performances that night, but some theatres they opened like the following week, and we did the Playhouse at Western Supermare.
Yeah.
And the venue thought it would be a great idea before we actually start to play the national anthem. And then I thought it would be an even greater idea if I went out by myself and played the national anthem. It was one of those things that I was like this.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if I get this wrong, but it didn't. It went really well, and that was kind of a nice.
It's moments like that as an audience member that then there's an organic feel to the show. It's not scripted so tightly that there's no room for the human to come into it.
Yeah. That's that was quite a memorable one, I think. Yeah.
What was your favourite tour to date? How many have you had since the show went on tour?
Oh, I don't know if anybody heard that. It was my dog growling over there.
Not hungry.
Yeah, it's chewing through a power cable. It's fine.
So how many tours have you had?
I'm just trying to think. We've done 2 a year.
Yeah.
Since now, did we start touring before or after COVID? Because we had a point right at the beginning where we were just working. We just did whenever a show came in, no matter what time of year, we did it. But it was quite difficult because there's so many people involved. We figured that tour periods are better.
Yes.
Everybody can plan the year, and people can take their holidays. Everybody knows where to stand with that. So we've probably done 10, 12 tours, I would think.
Yeah.
And the most memorable, just a really difficult one. I really enjoyed the last tour that we did.
Yeah.
On stage, it was a good vibe on stage. It was we had a lot of funny moments. Can't think of one particular. I just remember laughing a lot. I think the last tour we did was
your favourite.
Yeah, I'd say.
So we're moving on to some quite important questions now that some have come from people sending their questions into email. But everyone wants to know the answers to these. What is your favourite food on tour?
Favourite food on tour? Oh, do you know what? Whenever we get a night off, because sometimes we'll all be together because we all stay in different hotels, and the crew have different working hours to us, and sometimes it's really hard to all get together. But when we do, if we get a day off, a travel day or something like that, we generally get together and have a good old curry.
Nice.
And that's probably the favourite. That's my favourite sort of meal,
tour
dinner
food.
time, and yeah.
What about snacks?
Snacks, Greg's.
Nice.
Greg's is always a favourite. Although not usually advised if you're going to Greg's every day. But we like a good old Greg's, and we always. Although last year we did change it, but I'm going to say we always had a banana in the interval.
Yeah.
But I think last year we changed it to an apple, and it just weren't the same.
No.
There's nothing wrong with an apple, but I like a good old banana.
Yeah. Do you take a pack lunch when you set off?
Not really. No. So I get
Your lunch boxes?
every day's different. I mean, if we're setting off from home, maybe we'll take something with us. But generally, it's just we just get stuff when we're out there.
Okay. And how do you stay healthy, or how will you stay healthy on this tour?
And I won't. I'm the most unhealthy person on the road.
Other than the banana.
Apart from the banana, yeah. I don't really eat it. I just pretend to and throw it away. No, that's the thing. I've noticed since I've not been on tour, you kind of let yourself go a little bit. And
when you're not on tour?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm on tour, I tend to be better because you have to be.
Yeah.
It's easy to do Greg's every day, and oh, we'll have pizza tonight, we'll have this and that. But really, you do need to eat better on the road, and I'm going to have to kind of have a bit of a regime leading up to the tour. Everybody else is usually quite healthy.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I'm just not.
Yeah. I don't think audiences really realise what goes in physically to putting one show on, let alone travelling to other venues.
Yeah.
The loading the loading,
definitely,
and then being able to perform and engage with an audience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're really lucky that we've got a really good crew that they do all the heavy stuff, lifting. And we're just the eye candy, really. But yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it's 2 hours. It's not just stand there and play. It's 2 hours of non-stop, and you do need brain food.
Yeah.
Many a time you go running off into the wings, and there might be 20 guitars all sat there going, oh God, which one's next? I can't remember,
Yeah.
And we've always had a really good guitar tech as well on the show that's he has actually handed me things that I've just you just go in and they're like, you go, thanks, I'm off again, so yeah, brain food's usually quite
well, remembering all the lyrics, let alone all the notes,
that's
being able to speak to the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all singing, all dancing, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. All singing, no dancing. You don't want to see us dance.
Guitars dancing.
Yeah.
Everyone's familiar with your little frying pan. Which appliance will be accompanying you and the band on tour this year?
Who asked that?
Lots of people. In fact, that was the most asked question.
I bet it was. Do you know what? That's really funny. Was it Eastbourne? I think we did the Congress at Eastbourne, and I had my little yellow frying pan. I was making eggs for everybody. And at the merch stand, Tom was on the merch stand, and he came back. He said, we did all right on CDs and T-shirts. He said, but you've no idea how many egg sandwiches I could have sold.
Yeah, I think you're missing out on it.
So what appliance will be going? Yeah, we have a new appliance.
Do you?
We have a new appliance that will be going out. Yes, we
Are you revealing it here today, or?
Yeah, I don't mind. The yellow frying pan is always with us.
Yeah.
We can never get rid of the frying pan. It's fried egg. Come on.
Yeah.
But we will be taking our egg poacher with us.
Oh wow!
It's like an egg steamer thing, and you can put like 6 or 7 eggs in it, and you can have eggs to your liking.
Amazing.
So that'll be coming out on the road. And excellent.
That's great.
Yeah. We see what we could do is for the interval and what have you, we can like put a few in there, get them ready, and maybe sell some eggs. We can stamp Guitar Heroes on there and sell some Guitar Hero eggs.
Salmonella, here you come.
It'd be an extravaganza.
Yeah. That's exciting. What is your sleep pattern like on tour with all these eggs? Thinking about that.
Well, it's pretty smelly. I don't know about. So the sleep pattern's pretty good.
Yeah.
We stay in quite nice hotels, so that's always a winner. So I think it's pretty good. I mean, usually by the time you get to the hotel, you're
ready.
So
for bed.
tired, you're ready for bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people sit up all night watching like MotoGP and things, but most of us get good sleep. You know who you are.
Okay. Who is your tour mascot for this year, or have you got one that's accompanied you every tour?
We had the gnome. I don't know if anybody saw that, but we had this little gnome that Tom gave us. So I think he's still somewhere in the van. Where have you gone? Yeah, he is, because we did a new promo video recently, and he came out and watched the promo video. So I don't know if Tom took him with him. I don't know. He might be in one of the vans somewhere. I don't know.
How many guitars have been in a show in total over the years?
Oh, wow. I'm going to guess it's got to be over 100, including everybody that's been in the show.
Wow.
Easy.
Bass guitars included, or just guitars?
Well, they're not really guitars, are they? yeah, they are. In total.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I would say.
How many different band members have been in the show over the years?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few. People's lifestyles change and go do other things and what have you. So yeah, there's been quite a few actually. Still in touch with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. And one of the band members that left is back on this tour.
Oh.
So that's kind of nice. I won't reveal who it is, Chris Taylor.
How many different songs have been on the show set list over the years? So the total.
I know this.
Just so people get a feel
out.
For, because one of the questions that comes through a lot on email is it the same set list as last time? And I always explain to people the set list changes every tour.
It does.
So there will be different songs.
We do have favourites that stay in the show. Like we mentioned earlier, there was Clapton and people like that. But actual guitar heroes, I think we've had 89. We've done like 89 guitar heroes.
Wow.
Throughout the 10 years.
Yeah.
And songs that is a lot more than that.
Yeah.
A lot more than that. Because like say Eric Clapton, we don't just do Layla and that's it. We'll do a couple and we'll change those round.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're probably 130, 150 songs.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. And changing.
How many guitar picks are used on tour?
It's really funny is that because no one can use my guitar picks. They're like paper.
Yeah.
And when people like, what? How do you even use that? So I go through quite a lot. There are other people that like have 2 or 3 picks, and that's their picks, and they like treasure them and they look after them, and like these are my picks. You know, probably because they're really expensive. I just buy cheap paper things, but yeah. So
make
some
them out of credit cards or like...
yeah. I needed that.
What about how many microphones are used on tour?
See, I'm a creature of habit. I'm a creature of habit. I've had the same microphone for years and years.
Oh.
In case anybody's interested, yeah, it's an old SM57, and it has like a windshield over it, which I've had that microphone probably 20 years, maybe longer, and I managed to find a few because they're really geeky now. I think the older ones sound better.
Yeah.
Some reason I don't know what they've done different, they just sound better, and I managed to get about 4 of these old ones, but the one on the show is the one I've had for quite a while. I used to use a radio mic in the early days, and then I went to this one, which I've had for years and years. The other guys, they generally like their own mics as well.
I was going to say people have their personal preference.
So Andy and Chris, they've got their SM58s and they like theirs.
Okay.
And we use a radio mic for certain points in the show as well. So we don't go through a lot of mics. We kind of get one we like and we stick with it.
Yeah. How many lights are used per tour, and how has this changed? Obviously, you said you started off with 4.
Yeah, we did. It's grown. It grows every year. So I think I was looking at the Tech Rider the other day. We've I don't know. We've got like 20. I don't know, probably 20 moving heads now on stage, or something ridiculous like that. There's a lot of lights. We use the theatre lighting as well. So we have our touring rig that we take out with us that we could use standalone, but then we use what the theatre have got as well. And sometimes it's really hot. What about how many throat sweets do you get through on tour? Product placement. Yes. The vocal zone. We do like I have 2 a night. I have one before each set. I leave mine in. You only need 2 a night. Yeah, one per song really, but I don't know if it's just a thing that I've got used to. Some of the guys in the show, they don't like to rely on them. Yeah. I just like to rely on everything. Yeah. But no, I use 2 a night. So I'll put one in before the first half, and then I'll put one in after my banana. before the second half.
One per set.
Yeah, and people don't know this, but while I'm singing, I've got a vocal zone lodged just here, and it usually sort of disappears sort of halfway through the first half, and then I might get fed up in the second half, and I'll just swallow it.
Really?
Yeah,
It just flies out.
yeah.
Somebody is that why you've got the windshield around the microphone?
Yeah. There's
catch
loads
your
of vocal
vocal
zones
zones.
stuck on it.
Yeah.
No, there isn't. No. But yeah, I usually it's just lodged about here as I'm singing.
Lovely. How many strings are used per tour?
Depends who you're asking. If you ask Andy, a lot. No, we all the guitars are restrung before they go out. So
Before this, like at the start of the tour?
At the start of the tour, every guitar's restrung. So if we've got like 30 odd guitars or 30 odd sets of strings, some guitars that are used more than others. So I've got a Fender red custom shop Strat that's used on maybe like four songs throughout the show.
Yeah.
That, because it gets used more, I'll restring that maybe twice. So yeah, that'll get done about 3 times throughout the whole tour. But we use Elixir strings, which are long life, anti-corrosion strings, and they're excellent, really good. We don't have an endorsement. I'd like one.
How many miles do you cover when on tour? So this tour is running from September through to May, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a break for Christmas. So I would say...
Wait, what? You've got Christmas off? I think
There's nobody else. Am I working at Christmas? Have you put dates in? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Gemma, who used to work for us. Yeah, so we probably looking around 10,000 miles per tour, roughly.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if we do a couple of tours a year, you're talking 20 to 25,000 miles.
Is that the total of all vehicles?
Each
or
vehicle.
Per vehicle is about 10,000
Each vehicle, yeah.
miles. Wow.
Yeah.
How many different places do you sleep in over a tour?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Locations by places,
it's
not.
So we get home as much as we can. If we've got the option to go home, we all like to go home. But yeah, quite a lot actually. I've never even thought about that. I don't think there are many areas we haven't stayed in over the last 10 years.
You do well to cover all the UK, really.
Yeah. It's funny because when hotels come, oh, I remember that one. That's the one that's got the vending machine on the first floor, and or that's the one that's got the Pizza Hut next door to it, or that's the one, So yeah, is it sad to have favourite hotels?
No, I was going to say, do you go back to the same hotels? Tend to?
I've got one that I really, really like in Stoke, and there's like this village attached to it as well. There's a garden centre, and anybody knows Chris knows he loves a garden centre. So it's like it's almost like a German market type place that
attached to the hotel.
Yeah, well, just in the same sort of place. Yeah, so I like that one a lot. I might just stay there every night.
Base out of Stoke.
Yeah, base from Stoke. Yeah.
Okay, and how many hours sleep do you get when you're on tour?
We do quite well. The crew, they work so hard. Yeah, they really do. Although we try to be sensible. So everyone gets a good night's sleep. But yeah, usually we do pretty well, to be honest. That's and Teddy agrees.
So yes, that's pretty much all the questions, and we might get more and do a round 2 if we get some more through from emails and stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But where can people see you for your anniversary tour, for this big birthday tour?
For the birthday tour, yeah. So go onto our website, storyofguitarheroes.com. All our tour dates are on there. More do keep getting added. And we do our very, very best to try get to all areas. Some people, think we're avoiding that area. We're
Lots
really
of
not.
people.
We're really not.
You get lots of questions.
Yeah. No, we'll clear that up now because if we don't go to that area, it's not because we don't want to. It's purely because our dates don't align with what availability the theatre has.
Yeah.
And then we'll try reschedule for the next tour, something like that. But we never avoid areas. We want to try get to as many places as we can.
Yeah.
In the time frame that we've got. So please be patient. We really, really do try get to as many parts of the country as we can. We're not avoiding your venue.
Mm-hmm. And where can people keep up to date with tour dates and just show information generally? Because obviously there's the website.
Yeah, there's the website. We've got socials. We've got Facebook, Instagram, and if people want to sign up to our new newsletter, we will be as a monthly
first edition will be coming out soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
So and we're going to try and make it monthly, I think, if we can.
Yeah. Certainly while we're on tour.
Yeah, we'll do our best to keep that quite regular with updates and what have you, and fact files and interesting things and places that we're going to be going.
Yeah. And is there anything else you want to say to people thinking about booking?
Well, thanks for supporting us for 10 years. We've it's been hard at times. Didn't think we were going to make it, but we got there, and we're only at 10 years because people keep coming back to watch the show, and we get a lot of new people coming as well. So, big thank you to all you guys for buying tickets, because without you, there is no show. Yeah,
we get a lot of people saying, of all ages, people who love all through the decades, and then people that are introducing their children to shows. I think you had somebody last year do a little Guitar Heroes on Lego.
Yeah,
didn't they?
That was really cool. That was really cool. Yeah, that was brilliant. And you get people saying, "Oh, I saw you last time, and I bought a guitar," and so that's really nice as well.
And lots of people email and say, it's the sixth time I'm coming to see the show, and then people equally emailing and saying, I've seen it for the first time, and when can I see it again, kind of thing. So it seems to appeal to all sorts.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, what troubles you're going through. Just have 2 hours of forget it all. Just come and have a really good night, because the world can be quite a miserable place at times. Yeah. And it's certainly not a miserable place in the venues where we are.
Yeah. And possibly worth just explaining to anybody that hasn't seen the show, unlike some of the other tribute theatre shows, you're not dressing up as such. You are emulating the sounds of these musicians.
Absolutely, yeah. I've always said that from day one. We never wanted to be a Lucky Likey tribute show. It's not us. I look stupid in a wig. But it's the guitars are kind of as tribute as it gets. We use the correct guitars for whichever song we're doing, whichever Guitar Hero we're doing.
Yeah.
But no, we don't do the Lucky Likey thing. We try to create the sound as accurately as we possibly can. And again, using the correct guitars is quite a big part of that. And you get to see loads of guitars on stage as well.
Yeah.
Which is always cool. Being a guitar player, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, and you take people through the decade, so they can really get a feel for how the guitar has shaped music.
So we're not a typical rock show. We do get confused sometimes, because there are a lot of rock shows out there at the moment. We're not one of those rock shows. We actually start in the 50s. We start with like the rock and roll era, and we work our way through. So we could be playing anything from, like, say, rock and roll to like 60s music, Hendrix, and then we'll go and play some country, Albert Lee, something like that, and then something completely different again, like Steve Vai. And so it really is a varied a varied show. We're not just like I say, one of those rock shows that
Yeah, or looky-likey
or
shows.
looky likeys. Yeah, it really is something quite different.
It's about the
If
music.
you just
isn't
love
it?
music,
Yeah.
you don't even have to be into guitars. You know, from like the 50s up to fairly modern. I won't say bang up to date, but for fairly modern, there's a lot of music. There's a lot of history. There's a lot that went on. So you're gonna get a good
benefit. And you showcase everyone in the band as well, don't you? So the drummer has a
absolutely.
prominent role, the bassist,
Absolutely,
and
yeah,
everyone gets
yeah.
to go on everything. And
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody in the show is a frontman in their own right. Like Andy, for example, he plays bass, guitar, drums. Harvey, our drummer, he plays drums, he plays bass. Chris plays keys, guitar, bass. I play drums, guitar, bass. So it's constantly moving.
Yeah.
It's in fact we don't know what we're doing half the time.
Did you want to talk about the band lineup at all? Introduce them? You've obviously just done a little bit.
I've just done a little bit there, but I think we'll stay tuned, keep watching, because maybe we'll do a little profile on each player leading up to the tour going out.
That sounds good. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Jem.
We look forward to seeing you on tour in September.
I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. The first date is
23rd.
The 23rd. It's at King's Lynn Corn Exchange.
Yeah.
We're a great venue. We're really looking forward to that. Can't wait. It's going to be great. So thank you, Jem, and back to your office.
Yes. The end.